Hello students, today we are going to discuss another of your writing skills, that is article writing. Another topic from your writing skills. First of all, it's important to know what is article writing. Article writing is a piece of writing which is meant to be published in some newspaper, journal, magazines, etc., and is meant to reach a large number of audience, and its topic might be of some current affairs or topic of an interest of its writer. So this is article writing, and in your exam its question statement will look like this. You are Raju, Richa, you feel disturbed over growing population, write an article over population explosion. Word limit 150 to 200. Fine. So this kind of statement, question statement, you will get in your question paper, and its format is quite simple, that whatever topic you get for writing an article, you write in the center of your page. You may either use all capital letters, or you may use title case. Title case means making the first letter capital of each important word, and in your second line you will write the name of the writer. We have picked up Raju from here, and written here by and a hyphen. The next line you will leave blank so that it may look uh, better. And then, how to write an article. Writing an article requires good writing skills, and it gives a very good impression if you begin your article with a good beginning. And we have three ways to begin an article. First of all, it has three parts. Article has three parts: introduction, then exposition, or also called exploration, and finally conclusion. So this article is divided into three paragraphs. The first one is introduction, and introduction has three kinds, because the biggest impression that we'll make is by giving a good introduction only. And we have three impressive ways to begin an article, and the very first is by giving definition. So whatever is the topic, sometimes we get the topics for writing an article which are of the sort that they require some definition, means answers to the question of what. For example, here is our topic beforehand is population explosion, and we can begin this topic by giving its definition. What is population explosion? Population explosion is a sudden growth of population over a particular area in a limited period of time, and it is called population explosion. So we have defined what is population explosion. This is an impressive way to begin an article, but not all the topics of article writing require definition. Sometimes we get such a topic that is well defined in itself, then we do not need to use this way. We cannot define it further. So for example, if we get a topic to write an article on is child education. Child education in itself is well defined. We need not give any more further definition to define it anymore. So use this first way of introducing an article wherever it fits properly, and second way, this is the most popular and most impressive and scoring as well, by raising a self-framed question, and this self-framed question will be followed by a brief answer of the same question. What does it mean? That we'll frame out one question regarding to that topic that we have got from for writing an article. For example, here is population explosion. So we will frame out some question like is population explosion helpful for the growth of any country? Then we shall continue the same by giving a brief answer to the same question. No, it cannot be helpful for the growth of any country as it brings a lot of adverse effects on its economy and a lot of other factors are involved. Fine. So here, this is another way. This one can fit almost all the topics that we get for writing an article, and it's a good way to begin an article. And third one is by writing some quotation, saying, proverb, or some sort of statement of a famous personality. For example, if we get to start the same article with using this third method to begin it, we may start it like the greatest threat that the world is facing is the lack of ability to control its population. So it is a statement of some personality. We may put it in inverted commas and then we may write its name XYZ whatsoever. Fine. So these all three are the impressive ways. This first one sometimes doesn't fit all topics, and this third one sometimes is not randomly available in mind. So whenever we have the option to give some quotations at hand, we have some quotations as regard to the topic that we have got to write an article on, we may use it. But this second one is quite handy to use with any sort of topic that we get for article writing. Fine. So this is all about introduction. Use any one of these three methods, and all three are impressive, good to begin with, and not make your introduction too lengthy. Keep it to a limited number of lines, 2, 3, 4, something like this. Then you have to start the second major portion of article writing. The major paragraph is exposition, or also called exploration. Means in this paragraph we shall explore all the aspects related to the topic. And to make the comprehension of the topic even easier, we have divided these all different aspects into two parts: major aspects and minor aspects. But why have we made this division? I shall explain you now. First of all, let's have a look which are the aspects we have to write our content, we have to frame our content around. So these are the aspects that will fit almost all the topics. First is causes or reasons, impacts or effects, merits, advantages, demerits, disadvantages, solutions or suggestions, warnings, role of public, role of government, etc. Etc. means there can be many more aspects related to particular title or topic that we have got for writing an article on. So why have we divided these aspects into two parts? I said to make comprehension of this skill easy, we have divided it. It has great uses because whatever topic we get, not all the aspects related to particularly an subject will be major or minor. There will be a few aspects which will cover up most of the content matter that we will frame around the topic, and there will be other minor aspects of which we shall end up writing one or two lines, and they will make up the minor part of our content around the topic. Fine. So, if we talk about this topic, population explosion, these can be the major aspects: causes, impacts, disadvantages or demerits, solutions or suggestions. Find one, two, three, four. These four aspects will be measured when we take up to write an article on population explosion, because we'll have more lines to frame with regard to this topic over these aspects. We can give up to 4 to 5 reasons. We can give 3 to 4 or 5 effects or impacts. Then we can count a lot of disadvantages of population explosions, and we can give a lot of suggestions, 4 to 5 suggestions at least, to combat the problem of population explosions. And we can give 1 or 2 warnings, and we can talk something about the role of public, then talk something about the role of government to combat this problem. And ultimately, population explosion has no merit at all. Still, we can give some radical view of people that population explosion or more children are helpful in the growth of business. Such kind of radical view we can write in merit. This is the major part or exploration of article writing, and we have to frame our content mostly around the major aspects of our assessment of the topic, and writing 3, 4, 5 lines for each aspect, and will frame enough words to meet the limit of our to meet the need of our word limit, that is 150 to 200. And finally, we have to close the topic, we have to conclude it. And as regards the conclusion of an article, we have to repeat the same. Whatever we have said in our 2 previous paragraphs, we have to repeat it, but in emphasizing words in 1 or 2 sentences, not more than this. For example, if we have this topic population explosion and we have to conclude it, we shall say, so we have seen that population explosion is of no benefit to any country. It has its lot of disadvantages, and we all must work to combat this problem. Fine. So here, this is article writing, and I hope you understood it well. And I want to give you one trick, that how we have to count our count our word limit of 100, 150 and 200 words. We shall begin by giving an introduction. Introduction will mostly end up to 30 to 40 words, and then we have this major section, major paragraph of exposition. And as I said just before while I was teaching, so I'm just repeating that if we frame 4 5 sentences around each major aspects, and then we'll get around 15 to 20 lines here. 15 lines here, and 15 lines will easily help you manage to reach the limit of 150 to 200 words. And finally, conclusion will end in 1 or 2 lines, and you will easily get to this limit. So this was the topic, article writing. I hope you understood it well, and enjoyed as well. Use these aspects, these technique, and practice writing a few articles, because practice makes man perfect. Thank you.